Hello and welcome everybody to another Lorwyn Eclipsed draft video. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we have sunk down into the rankings. We started out with an excellent ranking, being in the top 5 consistently, but I did do a stream for the Patreon, and well, the wheels fell off a little bit. So we're currently sitting at rank number 92, but you know what? That's what the climb's for. I am excited to continue my climb and get back into the top 10. Now, before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Lorwyn Eclipsed or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Match the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are the place to go to for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also at basically every Match the Gathering convention, so swing by the booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right, what do we got? You know, I've been opening this card a lot. I don't hate it. Really solid value card here, Endblaze Epiphany. Taking a look here. I mean, you just kill something and you draw a card. Highly splashable, very good card. I mean, nothing really worth considering. I don't think Collective Inferno is a good card. It's just a trap, okay? Just for the most part, don't take this. Box Slither's Embrace is also fine. Blight Rot's okay, but happy enough with the Endblaze Epiphany. Alrighty, and Pack 1, Pick 2 gives us a variety of different decent cards. Now, Risk the Evermore, I actually overvalued when I first saw this card. I thought this card was awesome. It is a totally fine card, but it is not nearly as good as it looks. I actually think most of the good uncommons are better than Risk the Evermore. And here we have a couple of good options. We have Rhymekin Recluse and Boggart Cursecrafter. Both of the cards are quite good. I do think Elementals are better than Goblins, and I also think the Rhymekin Recluse is a better card than the Boggart Cursecrafter, so I'm going to go with the Recluse here. And move on. Oh, okay. All right, well, that's a Champion of the Weird. Look, I think it was a close call anyways between the Rhymekin Recluse and the 2-mana 2/3. We haven't drafted Goblins very much, and this has to be an indication that there is a decent shot at least of Champion of the Weird, of Goblins being open. Now, if I wanted to hard force, I could have just taken like one of these red cards, right? Soulbright Seeker, Cinderstrike, Tweeze, but you know what? Why don't we take Champion of the Weird here? Okay, well, just immediately punished. Just immediately punished. Right? Just immediately punished. I could have taken a red card, but you know what? I took because I wanted to read the signals. We certainly missed out on a pack with, what did I miss out on? Tweeze, Soulbright, nothing too crazy. Anyway, here we have Ashling Rekindled versus Twin Flame Travelers. Certainly feels like Elementals is also open. Which one's better though? It's got to be the 2-drop. I mean, Twin Flame Travelers is great too, but I'm going to take Ashling Rekindled here. Why? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? It's another Champion of the Weird. There are no real great Elementals, I will say. I mean, we can still be Goblins. If I see 2 of these, like, it's very clear that the person passing to us is not in Goblins or Elementals. They're probably in Elves or Merfolk or Kithkin. I will take Champion of the Weird, and we'll just keep going. Okay, so, again, everything, like, both blue-red and red-black are clearly not the thing that the person passing to me is in. I will take the Mud Button Curse Tosser. This seems quite good in a red-black Goblin shell, so I'll take it here over Anti-Sentence and Feed the Flames. Spiral into Solitude is a decent removal spell as well. If I wanted to play it safer, I suppose I could take Feed the Flames, but I do think the Curse Tosser is quite good, so let's take it. This draft is a lesson in just frustration. Like, there's no good Goblins in this pack. There's an Evolving Wilds and there's a Shine Striker. I mean, I'm going to take Shine Striker. Yeah, look at this. I'm trying to find my lane, right? Like, I really want to take the Signpost cards to really push me in a direction, but now we're getting Elementals. Like, I'm taking this one pick at a time, and I know because I'm doing this, I'm certainly missing out on the opportunity for, I'm like missing out, I'm like wasting some picks in the process, but it is what it is. All right, here is a Changeling. This is actually not bad in Elementals. Okay, a couple reasons why. It's good with the Vivid stuff. Also, if I do end up potentially splashing Champion of the Weird, I actually will have, if I with enough shapeshifters, I can actually still pull this off. Like, I can play some red goblins and some shapeshifters. I'm taking Mischievous Sneakling here, right? So now we have 2 shapeshifters here. So we're kind of getting something done. Still going to take Soulbright Seeker over this Changeling because it's just a great 1-drop. In this type of deck, I'm going to have a million elementals. And yeah, elementals is wide open. Okay. So, I mean, look, both things were open, but like when you see the Champion of the Weird, it's not a card that I've played with too much, and it looks really fun. I'm going to take it. Now, I am not going to take Bitter Bloom Bearer. All right? This is the ultimate trap. We're not going to do it. Very, very clear that element. Look, even despite these quote-unquote wasted picks, we still have like 10 playable cards here. Okay? All right, what do I want? Unwelcome Sprite or Cinder Strike? I don't really have a ton of instants. I have a bunch of... I think I need interaction. Cinder Strike or Glenelendra Answer? You know, I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm going to take Glenelendra's Answer. I think this is a fun card, and I haven't played with it yet, okay? So let's give this one a shot. I think my initial assessment about this format being blisteringly fast was incorrect. I think this format is like average speed, but people are doing slower things, playing multiple colors, and effects like this are generally a little bit better. So let's take that. Here, I will take Seer, though. This is just like too good and efficient. If I was Goblins, I would take the Grub, which I could even splash potentially. But I'm not gonna... Look, I have enough good late game stuff here. I'm not gonna get trapped here. I'm gonna take the really, really good 2-mana removal spell that kills almost anything. There's an Ashling Rekindled. Okay. We have a lane. Mutable Explorer in the pack, but we're going to take another Ashling here. Rhymekin Recluse. Okay, now some of these packs are automatic. It's a Morkant's Loyalist in this pack too. Perhaps the person we're passing to ended up in Goblins as well. But we're just going to keep doing this and trucking along. There's no blue or red cards I'm interested in here. I might just take Nameless Inversion. Like, there's still a world where I can potentially splash black, and I can actually behold Nameless Inversion if I really need, right? And this is a very powerful card, and we're looking at currently a configuration that gives us, we have 2 other goblins. I'm not saying that, look, I just want to give ourselves the opportunity to splash this if it's available. But I'm not going to necessarily completely warp all my picks to make that work. I don't like Warime Chill, and I don't like Dream Harvest, and I do not mind Temporal Cleansing, or Temporal Cleansing, however you want to call it. Solid here. Wow, Kinsbell Aspirant that late. I'm going to take Foraging Wickermaw here. Totally fine 2-mana play, especially if you're looking to do the Vivid thing. And it gives you mana fixing here for the potential black cards I might want to play. Wow, so all the Kitkin. I mean, Eclipsed Kitkin, one of the best ones. But we're going to take another Shine Striker here. Excellent late game card for what we're trying to do here. Unwelcome Sprite and Evolving Wild. I mean, Unwelcome Sprite is still really, really good. And I'm going to take it over the Foraging Wickermaw. All right, now we're just taking random cards. Another Cleansing, wow. Yeah, blue was just wide open. All right, I mean, it looks like we're going to just have enough here for a straight-up blue-red deck. Easy Eclipse Flamekin. Basically, if you are these colors and you have the ability to take an Eclipse card, you'll do it. I think there's a non-zero chance we table the Flaring Cinder here as well. All right, Champions of the Path, gonna take that. There's a Grave Shifter I can take on the splash. Bristlebane Battler as well, but this card's pretty cool, pretty fun. Let's try it. Like, it's really nice when you can play a thing that comes into play and gives you value. For example, playing Rhymekin Recluse, bouncing something, then beholding it is nice. And then if they kill it, you can just cast the Rhymekin Recluse again, which is really good. Eclipse Flamekin is also a really, really good target for this. Here, we're taking Flitterwing Nuisance. So just rock solid curve here. I'm just kind of moving the maybe cards here on the right. This is 17 cards. Cinder Strike versus Unwelcome Sprite. I do not like Lava Leaper. I'm going to take the creature here. Like, I know this isn't an elemental, but like if I can play something during my opponent's turn, which I mean, right now I have 3 cards, I suppose. Oh, and I have the Flash Shapeshifter, but I think I'm going to take it over any of these other cards. Okay, there is no world, there is zero world where Kin Binding should still be in this pack. I don't even have words for what just... This is one of the best rares in the entire set. How the hell did this happen? I guess I'll take... I don't know if I want the 4th one. I don't know if I want the 4th Temporal Cleansing, but... This is a fairy for the Illusion Spinners, but I still don't care about that. Also, I don't think I'm splashing here. Just don't think I have the mana fixing for it. But... I guess I'll take another Foraging Wickermaw in case, like, I do all of this stuff here. Oh, Flamebraider, 7th pick. I mean, like I said, Elementals certainly open. Ooh, Flaring Cinder and Unwelcome Sprite. You know, given that I have all these Temporal Cleansings, I'm just going to keep taking 2-drops here. Let's just be aggressive. I don't even like Summit Sentinel that much. I might not even play it. Like, Rooftop Percher might be okay as another just top-end Elemental. Flame Chain Mauler. Sure. Rime Chill. Is this a Rime Chill deck? Did I take a Percher already? I'm not ever playing 2, right? Okay. All right. Well, we just tabled a bunch of random stuff, but all in all, I mean, this deck looks okay. It could certainly use, you know, I always say it could always use more card draw, but I don't think it's necessary here to play any of the... I just don't think we ended up with enough goblins to make the champion of the champion of the weird a viable option. Now, noting that the Shine Strikers are not insane here, I do have the option to play Foraging Wickermaw, but I think if it's just for Vivid and Surveil, I have so many other 2s that I don't think it's worth it to play. But I will play both of these, like the Sneakling and the Stompling. All right, so we can cut the Percher because I don't care about Goblin stuff. I think I can cut the Flame Chain Mauler. I would rather have these off-color cards. This one, because it's an instant with the triple Unwelcome Sprite, so that works really well. But also, this is a black permanent for the Shine Striker. Summit Sentinel can also go. I feel like all of these 2-mana options are superior. I like all my interaction. Ooh, I'm going to play all of the Temporal Cleansings, probably. And we just need to cut one more card here. So this is like 6 removal effects, a counter spell, a couple of card draw effects at the top end of our curve. We have some looting as well. This draws us cards. This ramps us. We have 11 Elementals and 2 Shapeshifters, which is great. And then a bunch of Unwelcome Sprites. So we're also capable of actually just some pretty quick draws as well. I think I'm actually going to cut one of the... I have so many bounce effects, and sometimes you play against decks that have like a lot of good come into play effects, and you're holding all of these bounce effects, and they do a little bit less work than you'd like. So I think that I actually just want a heavy creature base, because I actually think this deck is very capable of a really good aggressive draw with double Rimekin Recluse, Stompling, all these 2s, and then the Champion of the Path to kind of close things out. So let's try this, and let's see what our color situation is. All right. Looks good. All right, now before round 1 starts, I wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, along with a variety of other benefits, depending on the tier level. If you're serious about upping your limited game, check it out. Gonna mulligan this hand. As it's all mountains, I can't play anything. I will keep this. But I don't know what to bottom. It's like... Do I want to bottom the Stompling or the cleanse? I'm just going to bottom the Cleansing. We have lots of bounce effects. I'd rather be able to play creatures on curve. Let's play the Stompling. I can actually choose to draw a bunch of cards if they choose to block here. Eclipsed Elf. Or I can just take it easy. Both are fine. Oh, Virulent Emissary. Okay. Ooh, Ashling. Okay. I think it's best to just play the Rhyme Speaker. Just sets us up the best. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have attacked with the Stompling. I don't know. But the thing is, they still had that available with the Virulent Emissary as well. Yep. Okay, we drew Seer. Is this trample? Okay. All right. So I get to draw 2 cards here, which is great. And they're likely to draw a land, so I can play Ashling. Okay. Then we can pitch the Sneakling. All right. So they're green. Wait. They're green-white with Eclipsed Elf? Okay. That is ambitious. Like, you need to have like a 10-7 mana base at best to pull that off. So, we'll see. I mean, these are obviously all 3 of the cards they've cast have been good. So, not bad by any means. Okay, so I can play Champion of the Path. Let's kill you. All right. We are now out of action, but we got a Champion of the Path. They have somehow 5 cards in hand. How did that happen? Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh, Spiral into Solitude. Okay. Okay, so that's not ideal. Draw. Okay. Well, let's keep attacking in the air. And I don't know if I should play all my lands, but I do have cards like Shine Striker and such. Like, am I supposed to play Foraging Wick? Like, I'm just thinking. Like, what else can I do here? Like, should I be playing one Foraging Wickermaw? I don't know. Moon Vigil Adherence, very, very good card. I mean, they have a solid deck, and we have run out of gas. I guess we'll do this. So they're even letting me draw the cards here, which is interesting. Okay. 13-9. Man, this is tricky. All right, let's attack. Miss Meadow Council is a good one. Okay. It's going to be a super close game. 2 cards left. I need them to... Tributary Vaulter. Okay. All right, I need to find an answer to this stupid thing. Okay. Rhymekin Recluse. Is there a world where I can just kill them? Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Nice. It was nice. I agree with you. You didn't exile my Eclipse card, and you took like 8 damage off of it. They could have killed it at any point. All right, 1-0. Alrighty, we are on the draw. We have 4 lands, Unwelcome Sprite, and Temporal Cleansing. I will keep this. Does this trigger off of any creature? No, elemental. Okay. What are you, blue-white or blue-red? Blue-red, okay. Oh, Ashling Rekindled, good one. We got 2 of those. They discarded Flame Chain Mauler. Yeah, I mean, this card is just so sick. Like, they can play a 4-drop here on turn 3. Like, what? Yep. Twin Flame Travelers, like, that's obviously something I have to kill. Yep. Or bounce, rather. Oh, they can just play the Travelers again? Oh, gosh. They discarded Temporal Cleansing. We are so dead. All right. Here comes a land. Yep. Yeah, and so now they can flip it and generate a million mana here. I mean, this, look, our deck's also capable of this. It's extremely strong. I suppose I cut one of the Temporal Cleansings, although any of the cards that I have in play, I probably wouldn't have replaced the cleansing with anyways. So we are now at the mercy of whatever ginormous elemental they will play here. Okay. They have Ashley. Okay. All right. Well, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. Let's move on. That was Ashling's Command. Best rare in the set. Great deck from the opponent. We will now draw our own Ashling and do the same thing to our opponents. That is the plan. All right. On the play here, 4 lands. Oof. Well, I mean, I have lands and 2 removal spells. Let's find some action. That's action. Shine Striker. Here comes a Behold. No, Lissalon Informant. Okay. You know, it's actually not bad to sear this because they don't get that extra surveil value, right? Hey, look, a black permanent for Shine Striker. I mean, that's unfortunate. They're going to take the Shine Striker, but I'll play the Sneakling in case they had a way to also deal with the Shine Striker, you know? All right, here comes a 7/3. All right, boom. And they had nothing. What do they have? Just all 5-drops? Double green card? Wistfulness, okay. Let's play Ashling. And Blaze Epiphany is a great one. Let's bounce you. Doesn't seem very good in a Golgari deck, right? Like 5 mana for 6/5 disenchant. All right, well, my opponent's at 3 life. Can my singular Champion of the Path get me to where I need to? I guess so. I don't know what kind of hand they had. Maybe it was a bunch of bite spells. Like a Pitiless Fist and Assert Perfection, and I don't know what else beyond that. But we'll take it. We're now 2-1. All right, on the play here, I mean, this is a curvaceous hand, if anything. We are on the play with turn 1 Soulbright Seeker into Mischievous Sneakling into Champion of the Path. Oh, wow. That's even better. Wow. Unwelcome Sprite. So now we get to actually surveil, which is huge, assuming they don't kill Unwelcome Sprite or play the Boulder Dash or whatever. Gangly Stumpling. Okay. Let's play this. No more lands. Wow, these are both phenomenal. Holy cow. I don't even know what to... I'm going to take the Glen Elendra's answer or whatever. I think they kind of have to block, right? Then we'll just pass. The way I look at it is like, they're at 10 life, they have to play something, and then we just counter it. And then we make a 1-1. Surveil this into the yard. Yeah. All right. Look at that. And then we get to play the Flitterwing Nuisance and draw 3 cards. That was nice. Sometimes you just curve out, and this deck is very capable of that. You know, sometimes when you draft these elemental decks, they kind of play out as control decks. This one, not so much. It's more of a tempo deck. All right, on the play here, I will keep this. 4 lands, Unwelcome Sprite, Flame Braider, and Temporal Cleansing. We will, well, I guess it depends on if I draw like a big elemental or not. Like, I kind of like the idea of being able to play the Flyer. I don't know. I think that's close. Oh, they're Merfolk. Okay, wait. Why is what's Gold Meadow Dome? I guess they're just using it to convoke. Why didn't they play that first? They just played a Sig and didn't play it. Okay. I wanted to get the Surveil. I'll keep the Shine Striker. Oh, no, 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 no! This is not good. Oh, son of a gun. I'm so bad. Oh, no, and I lost both of my Shine Strikers, and I didn't play the Flame Braider. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I needed to keep the land. Oh, my. That was honestly embarrassing. That was honestly embarrassing. That was so... And, like, maximum punishment for revealing both of my Shine Strikers, right? That is... outrageous. All right. Well... So I want to protect the Rhyme Speaker. So the way that I'm planning to do this is by playing the Flame Braider first. Okay. Well, never mind. And then that way I can go, like, Rhyme Speaker into Cleansing and draw a card. Oh my gosh. That was so unbelievably bad. There's just nothing worth cleansing, so I'm just not going to go for it. There's not too many ways they can get rid of this other than Liminal Hold, I suppose. Oh, it's the... Oh, Temporal Cleansing? Sure. Yeah, I'll keep it on top. Okay. This upsets me. This upsets me greatly. All right. Well, I will be bouncing the Gold Meadow Nomad, but I'm going to wait till I can play the Rhyme Speaker first to draw my card. Yeah, not really sure why they're being so aggressive here. All right, so let's go Rhyme Speaker. Let's bounce you. Let's draw a card. Okay. Yeah, so had I kept the land on top, the thing is, I don't know that I would have wanted the land anyways. I should have just bottomed the other Shine Striker. I should have bottomed the... Oh, it's Surveil? Yeah, I should have binned the Shine Striker and the land. That's what I should have done. Wanderwine Distractor, okay. All right, that's a mountain. It's not what we want. That's a really good card, Deep Channel Duelist. What the heck? Okay. Just block. Phew. All right. I'm at 6. We need to rattle off some action here. Oh. I've just been making some just egregious errors recently. And then like getting maximally punished on top of that, so not a great feeling, I want to say. I can't even attack with my flyer this turn. You know what's really funny? I feel like, remember my initial approach to the format where I was taking a bunch of Rhyme Speakers and drafting the slowest possible decks and I was getting run over? I think that's probably the actual correct way to approach the format now. Because I am just running out of, like I just feel like I am not drafting enough decks that can continue keeping the ball rolling, and we are just kind of getting punished as a result. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, that loss is 100% on us. Like every time I run into like a weird interaction, like I don't play. That's like the first time I played that Surveil Uncommon Fairy, and then of course that along with the rare Fireball that like gets me a card. Like keeping the 6-drop when I can't draw it is clearly bad. All right. Opponent on the play, we have 3 lands, Unwelcome Sprite, Rhymekin Recluse, and a Temporal Cleansing. Absolutely keeping this. Our opponent playing a red-blue deck. Feisty Spikeling is the play. I will hold off on Endblaze Epiphany. I will hold off on you. I was getting fancy. I wanted to get like Surveil value plus also casting this, but yeah. Probably what I should have done is just like cast Temporal Cleansing right away. And then just wait on this for a little bit later. That way I can have a higher chance of playing all the big things that I want. So they're land cycling the Kolrath Zealot here, indicating they need mana this turn. Or maybe not, I guess. Okay. Let's get the Spikeling out of here. Let's get the Spikeling back. Okay, let's go Flame Braider. Let's go Ashling. I'm not discarding anything. You have the option, right? You have the option. I mean, part of why this card is so good is just the fact that it ramps you, right? So, you know, being able to ramp and play a Shine Striker and draw 2 cards, excellent, excellent. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. I imagine they're going to have a way to kill one of these things. Most likely, they're going to want to kill the Ashling, because this like ramps me and rummages if I need. So if they have like a Feed the Flames or something, they might just fire it off here. Yep. Don't think they want to trade damage here. All right. And so now we go Shine Striker. And 3 cards in hand. I'm not gonna kill it. Or I'm not gonna trade. I mean, given that they use the Feed the Flames there, I mean, I suppose they can still have a Cinder Strike. They're just like, too many uncommon. Like, my board, by the way, was 3 uncommons and a rare, right? And I have a rare in my graveyard. So I had a fantastic draw there. So I get it. I get it. These games have been really fast, by the way. I'm 4-2, and it's like 37 minutes long. Did I forget to, like, did I just leave out a game on accident? These games have been blisteringly fast. Alrighty, opponent on the play. We have a nice hand of a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Let's behold the Ganglerino. Red-green. That is not a typical color combination. Okay. Noggle Robber. That's a good one. Okay. Let's go 2 in the air. Huh. Yeah. I mean, we're just kind of racing here. I'm playing a bunch of flyers, and that allows me to draw a bunch of cards. I might still lose the race, and they might also kill the nuisance. Yep. No, don't do it. No, not Boulder Dash. You're not allowed to play Boulder Dash. Oh, that's gross. Truly, truly gross. Yeah, anytime you get 2 cards with Boulder Dash, it's just over. Oh, man. Yeah, I beholded, whatever. I beheld the Soulbright Seeker just so I can play this. And, you know, I mean, look, that still puts me in a situation where I can race. Now, if you have a removal spell, this decision isn't close. Just kill the champion. I really hope you're not slow rolling me right now. Oh, you are, you dirty dog. You dirty, dirty dog. All right, all right, all right. Oh my gosh. Okay. This they don't trample. That one tramples. I guess I block here. All right. I mean, I'm just dead on board if they see it. Whew. That was a beating. I mean, really, the Boulder Dash is what really got us here. The Boulder Dash is what really got us here. Yeah. Oh, well. You know, and like I said, honestly, I thought this deck was totally fine. Like, this deck was a totally fine Elementals deck. I mean, that was super fast. But, you know, like, I think we were in the right lane. I made one big misplay that cost me the game. I had 2 Ashlings. I had double Shine Striker, Champion of the Path, double Rankin Recluse, Endblaze Epiphany, Flitterwing Nuisance. I mean, this deck was absolutely capable of a trophy, but you'll just lose some games, and I think that game that I potentially threw away could be the reason why we didn't quite get to where we needed to go, but I just have no qualms about the result of this one, and so it is what it is. But you know what? Today I'm feeling a little spicy. What about a double header? Huh? What about a double header? Let's just go. Let's go. Let's just do a second draft. Why not? 40 minutes. Let's have this be a quick one. Here I'm going to take Glamour Gifter. I think this is just an excellent creature. Evasion, great combat trick. Over Tweeze, Temporal Cleansing. Moving on. Pack 1, pick 2. There is a Nameless Inversion as a very good removal spell. Now, noting, like, I don't love Nameless Inversion plus Glamour Gift. Like, I just don't like drafting the Fairies deck, but I believe it's the best card in the pack here. Well, actually, there's also Assert Perfection. That is also a consideration. There's Bloxlitter's Embrace and Scarblade Scout here as well, if you wanted to move into the elf angle. I don't like Crib Swap as a removal effect, but I do like the fact that this is all creature types. Let's take the Inversion and see what's available. Flame Braider I can actually use to cast the Nameless Inversion, which is really cool. And oftentimes the Elementals decks are looking to splash. I think Flame Braider is great. I think Voracious Tome Skimmer is largely a trap. I know I have a good start to this, but you're not going to get me here. You are not going to get me. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay the course here. I do think Elementals is good, and I think Flame Braider is one of the better Elemental cards. So if that's available, maybe we can go multicolor control. I do like Unexpected Assistance a lot, and now I'm going to prioritize it and take it over, I think, most commons. I think the first copy is very good, but I'm still not going to take it over the uncommons. All right, pack 1, pick 4. We are, this is one of my favorite uncommons in the set, by the way. Morkant's Eyes, but we don't really have a great setup for it. Now, I can take it because it's pick 4 and just decide, look, I'm going to take this and draft it out. I actually think this is one of the more important cards to get when you draft the elf deck, right? The alternative is to take Swat Away, which is a very good interactive spell. So I think it's between those two. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to take the Morkant's Eyes. I win a lot with elves. Swat Away is fine. It's double blue. Well, Pester Wellguard's not that great. I mean, let's just take it because this is the single most important elf. So if I see it pick 4, perhaps it's available, and then we just take it one pick at a time. Although now there's a Silver Guild Mentor. Do we just take one of each tribe or kindred type and just see where this goes? We are certainly seeing some number of blue cards here. Yeah, I'm not averse to it. I'm just, look, we're still trying to find out where it is that we need to be. I am not seeing the elves, and I'm not seeing a ton of goblins. We could go back and we could be merfolk, we could be elementals. Everything is still kind of all up in the air here. That is a late Kolrath Zealot. I do think this is the best card of the options here in front of us. There's also Forge and Wickermaw, but I think the Kolrath Zealot is better, so let's go ahead and take that. I don't think we lost out on too much. There was a Swat Away in this pack, and I don't even know what was in the pack with the Silver Guild Mentor, so I think we are still in an okay spot. Pack 1, pick 7, we have Dawn's Light Archer as an elf, but I think I'm just going to take Evolving Wilds. I have a sneaking suspicion the Evolving Wilds will be pretty important given this start. Look, uncommon. Goblin certainly open. Pack 1, pick 8. We have Changeling Wayfinder versus Foraging Wickermaw. There's also Feisty Spikeling. I like the Wayfinder a fair amount. Some people really like the Wickermaw. I'm okay on the Wickermaw, but I think I prefer the Wayfinder. This is like guaranteed value, you know? Here, there's Flaring Cinder versus Cleansing. You know, often I find that Cleansing you can get pretty easily, and I have a better appreciation for Flaring Cinder because it's just so important in this format to not run out of action, and the Flaring Cinder kind of ensures that you don't. So let's go ahead and take that there. And all right, so I think this was a good example of us leading on taking the really powerful uncommons and then just kind of having the draft unfold and have it tell us where we need to go, right? We table the Cleansing. Again, people don't really prioritize this that highly, so I don't need to take it as highly, even though I kind of like the card. We're not seeing that many of the good elves outside of the Morkan size, and we didn't really see a whole lot of merfolk either. So we are now in, elementals with a potential splash here. We do have Changeling Wayfinder and an Evolving Wilds already. All right, pack 2, pick 1. What do we have? Kolrath Zealot, Unwelcome Sprite, Flaring Cinder, Nameless Inversion. I think there's a really good chance one of these cards table. I think I'm still going to be looking to take the Unwelcome Sprite here. Just a really good 2-mana play. If you can, pick up a few instants, Surveilling 2 is really, really strong. So let's go for it here. Steam Vents. I do like Steam Vents, but I like Flame Braider more. There's also a Flaring Cinder in the pack. But yeah, all right, 2 Flame Braiders. This makes it so that the more Kolrath Zealots and stuff we pick up in the late game, it becomes that much better. And of course, I am happy taking it. Like, I could have taken Kolrath Zealot over the Unwelcome Sprite, but I think this is a part in the curve that I prioritize a little bit more, at least early on, especially if they're like good uncommons, right? And Glamour Gifter, by the way, like this is more like a combat trick if you think about it, so I don't even really count that as a 2-mana creature. All right, pack 2, pick 3. No blue-red cards. I think I'm just going to take the Marrow Sky Swimmer. I actually think this is just a totally fine card. Anything that enters a battlefield and creates a body I think is okay. Helps with Vivid. I probably should have played it in the last draft. I will take it here. I think this is just a good card that you should just almost always be playing, given that you have enough creatures to play. I know it's not an elemental, but that's fine. All right, that's a Nameless Inversion and a Kolrath Zealot. I don't care about Summit Sentinel, and I don't think Harmonized Crescendo is that great. I'm going to just take the Zealot. I now have the 2 Flame Braiders. I would like a couple of top-end things to give me some value, and I'm not going to put a high priority on a removal spell that I can splash over a card that gives me not only good mana fixing, but also is just a really good late-game card advantage engine. So let's go ahead and take the Kolrath Zealot. Pack 2, pick 5. There is Evolving Wilds versus Wayfinder. I prefer the Wayfinder. So let's go ahead and take that. And now the world is our oyster. Double Flame Braider, double Kolrath Zealot, double Changeling Wayfinder, and Evolving Wilds. Basically, at this point, we can splash anything we want, assuming it is a powerful card that we're interested in playing. I don't really like Chitinous Graspling. I'll take Feisty Spikeling in case I need a 2. Also, if I have a bunch of Vivid cards, right, it is also a white permanent, which helps when you look at that part of the mana curve. Here, I'll take Evolving Wilds over Rooftop Percher. This is not something I particularly love, and having a second Evolving Wild just makes it that much better. All right, now I just want to open busted cards, okay? Give me some busted cards. I got a Blood Crypt here too. Nameless Inversions looking basically free, right? 1 Swamp gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black sources, okay? Ooh, Flaring Cinder tabled. There's also Flamekin Guildweaver. Actually, I'm going to take the Guildweaver. I have some 3s. I have no 4s. This also gives me mana fixing. I think it's kind of close. This has a higher win rate, but you can go either direction there. Okay, Box Slither's Embrace I can absolutely play. All right. Tristan's Command. I can play it. But there's also Shine Striker and Explosive Prodigy. So this would be a double splash. That's the issue. I can't play it off of the Flame Braider. It does get me 2 permanents for my graveyard, and I can use it to kill anything. It might, you know, the crazy thing, it might still be worth it to take. I'm going to do it. Let's go for it. I mean, this is one of the best rares in the format. I'm just going to do it. Like, I know I can't copy elves, but my mana fixing is excellent. My black is basically free here. I'll play a forest and play this. Like, this card is completely busted. Shine Striker is a good card. This is a fantastic card. All right, pack 3, pick 2. No fairy, rather no elementals cards I'm interested in here. There's a Feed the Flames. There's a Sky Swimmer. I guess this is a part where I can take Feed the Flames just to make sure I can kill some stuff. Don't really love it, but it's fine. By the way, changelings also get better. Because if I do have some changelings, I can also use this to copy an elf. But yeah, like I said, don't even look at the copy and elf part. Look at the destroy target creature and return 2 permanents from your graveyard to your hand. That's great. Sunderflock. Oh my god. Oh, look at this pack. Look at this pack. So I'm taking Sunderflock, okay? I mean, this is my 6 elemental with some... I mean, this card... Yeah, this card's great. Unbelievable. 6 command, also great. Not so good, though, if you're not Merfolk, actually. Like, draw a card. Yeah, this one's actually not that good on the splash. Morkant's Loyalist is good in Merfolk. I mean, Elf, rather. Elves. Flame Braider is good, but we are going to take the Sunderflock here. We're setting up nicely with all these bombs. Pack 3, pick 4. I'm going to take Flamekin Guildweaver over Stratosaur. Gives me more treasures here for the Tristan's Command splash. I also don't mind Foraging Wickermaw, to be honest. All right, pack 3, pick 5. What does this one do again? I got destroyed by this card, by the way. I'm not going to take it here. Here, I suppose I can take a Summit Sentinel. We need something here. I think I like it over Gristle Glutton still. All right, pack 3, pick 6. I already have a Box Slither's Embrace that I'm going to splash. I think now that I'm looking to play Tristan's Command here and some other black cards, I will take the Foraging Wickermaw. It also gives us another 2 mana play here. Now we'll take the Flaring Sin. Oh, wait. Dawnhand Dissident on the splash? I know how this works now, I promise. This card's really good. Yeah, I'm going to take the Dawnhand Dissident here over Flaring Cinder. We're just taking all the bombs. This is a fun draft deck. I don't know if it's good, but it's fun. Lofty Dreams? Glamourmite? I don't like any of these cards. I guess I'll take Lofty Dreams. I need 2 more playables here. Do I take the Gristle Glutton? Maybe. All right. Ooh, I will take the Sneakling. It's still just a 2 mana play. Do I have Vivid stuff? It is an elf, if that matters for anything. But it's mostly like a curve filler card. Do I have enough elves? No one. I'll take Dawnblessed Pennant. I don't love this card. I like it if you're like super dedicated and you have a really good card to get back. Do I play both of the Foraging Wickermaws? That might be not ideal. Man. I mean, I tried my best, or I tried to do a better job of prioritizing the top end stuff this time. All right. Okay. Let's see. So Tristan's Command, 1 forest, 1 swamp. I mean, our mana is going to be great, so I don't really have to worry about that. 10 red, 10 blue, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 lands with 2 Wayfinders and 2 Land Cyclers seems fine. I don't think I'm going to play the Pennant. And also, this deck doesn't seem very aggressive, so I don't think I want the Spikeling here either. I think this is a deck that's looking to go long and get some value that way. I think I'm going to cut the Gristle Glutton. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 black sources, basically, if you include the Wickermaws. for the Dawnhand Dissident. And then also the Korath Zealots. Okay. And Runaway Together actually seems nice here. We have some pretty good Runaway Together effects. This is more like a trick. So that's my curve. And Dawnhand Dissident's also like this. At best. More like this. I'm just trying to give myself like a realistic mana curve. You know what I mean? Like, when am I going to play these cards? I think I can probably cut another one of these twos. I think I'm like debating between Summit Sentinel and Mischievous Sneakling. I think I'm going to go with the Summit Sentinel. Like, because I don't have any Vivid cards, I don't think it's like as important to play this one. Although I guess it is easier to cast. All right, let's cut the Sneakling. Let's give it a whirl. Little 2-for-1 special. Let's see how this does. It's like a similar deck, but it's got more rares and, you know, it's got lots of colors. I wish I had some more Vivid payoffs. That would have been cool. All right, we're going to keep this hand here. My hand does nothing. That's the perfect hand. It's the perfect hand to keep, definitely. Let's get a swamp with this. Changeling Wayfinder. It ties the room together. Boggart Cursecrafter. Okay. That's a Blood Crypt. So now we can go ahead and get a... What other colors do I have here? Oh, I have the Tristan's. I should get a blue source. I know I have the Tristan's command, but like we got 2 double blue cards here. Ooh, okay. I see. Well, our hand doesn't do a damn thing. I can Temporal Cleansing something. I don't really want to put a counter, a -1/-1 counter on this thing. But man, casting Temporal Cleansing on anything here seems pretty weak. I can target this or this. Sure. So I'm trying to get to Sunderflock here if possible. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Ouch. Okay, we're taking through. So they're gonna play this next turn too, right? So that's super interesting. They have 3 cards. Like my plan here is to like Sunderflock, right? That is like my only reasonable out to victory here. All right. If they kill the Wayfinder, I just lose the game. But it's so tempting to go Mischief, and then all of a sudden it's like, I can't win if they do that. You know what I mean? If my opponent identifies that that's the only way they can win and they kill the Wayfinder, yeah, well, I'm just dead, so. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like, killing a creature is actually worse for me here. All right. Oh, come on. Gross. Just nothing is coming, nothing is going our way. Not cool. Not cool. They had the answer to the Sunderflock. We were all in on that thing. Okay, what do we have? Blue, blue, green, black, Flaring Cinder, Tristan's Command, Feed the Flames. All right. Do not mind this. Okay. Playing against Elementals, Fear.Core. Don't really have anything I want to discard right now, so let's just play this and get our mountain. Flamekin Guildweaver is the play. All right, and now what? I can kill this. Doesn't seem great. I'm just going to play Sky Swimmer. 5 cards in hand here for Marksman PZ. Blossom Bind on Marrow Sky Swimmer. I don't care about that. Okay. Kolrath Zealot. It's weird, like, I actually like my hand now, because I kind of want the land for the Kolrath Zealot, so... Let's play Flaring Cinder. Uh, 4/3, yeah. Felt like Runaway Together wasn't bad there. Slow them down just a little bit, make them use their treasure. I mean, if I was kind of hoping they didn't activate it, but if they use their treasure, it's not too bad. And now if they want to like force damage through, they have to trade with my Flaring Cinder, which is something I'm okay with. You know, I would like to get 2 permanents in my graveyard at some point if possible. Fear.core into land into Twin Flame Travelers, okay? All right, now what? I'd want to play land. I want to kill this thing for sure. So feed the flames. I guess I don't really have any other options. Yeah, let's go feed the flames. And let's discard this. The reason why I'm doing this, the reason why I did that was to just get an extra permanent in my graveyard so that Tristan's command can do something. I guess I didn't consider Nameless Inversion off the top. I'm going to keep all the cards in my hand. And I wonder if I should go for a double block here. I'm not sure. I would be a little bit surprised if they activate the Fear.core and attack me. That just seems like a little too aggressive here. Okay, well, now if they're flooded, yes, then this makes a little more sense. Yep. Okay, so we got the second creature type in the graveyard. And everything is looking fine and dandy. Let's go Kolrath Zealot. Let's pitch. We don't need the Flame Braider at this point anymore. We hit a Flamekin Guildweaver, and we shall attack. Oh no! What do you have? Oh, Swat Away. Do I want this card? Indifferent. Sure, let's bottom it, I guess. So 2 permanents, or 3 permanents in the graveyard. So Tristan's command should be quite strong here. I guess I will only attack with this. Oh, never mind. Rhyme Chill. Okay. Okay. Let's play the Wicker Maw. Summit Sentinel, I do not want. Okay. Block. I mean, I'm ahead in the resource game, so, I mean, this is all fine by me. Mischievous Sneakling. Okay. All right. And keep him, like, I still have Tristan's command in my hand. All right. Didn't even need to cast it, but if we did, it would have been awesome. 1-1. 1-1. As long as we don't play against block-constructed goblins, we have like a 50-50 chance of winning. All right, opponent on the play. I will keep this sketchy hand. The sketchiest hands, if you will. I will lead with Evolving Wilds. This is going to get me a black source. Flame Chain Mauler, okay. Now remember, like, I am playing cheap things. I just haven't found any yet. Okay. All right, you know what? Maybe I should also play the Sneakling. This Lofty Dreams, something tells me this is just not ideal. All right, we're at 16. Flaring Cinder is a good one. Like, am I at the point where I'm just, like, trading with anything? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Okay, we did draw a land. I am at 11. Just thinking here. All right. Eclipsed Flamekin. Okay, so that's not a ton of pressure, at least. It's a mountain. That's good for them. We hit Blood Crypt. I am at 9, though, so I do need to be mindful of my life total. Trying to keep my life total high. Deal with all their permanents so that I can get to the point where I can just start deploying my Kolrath Zealots. But yeah, this absolutely is not one of those decks where I want the Lofty Dream, so we're gonna get rid of that one and replace it with another 2-drop. But now we can get to work with Kolrath Zealots. That's a Flame Braider, which we can cast. All right, so turning the corner here, but they have more cards than us now, but we have a lot of action in our hand. That was good. That was very good. All right, so they had Ashling's Command and Seer. Okay. Fair enough. All right, let's just put a bunch of stuff in play. And I feel like having a couple of flyers is also pretty nice here. Flaring Cinder, sure. Their deck looks very, very good, by the way. Sizzling Changeling, okay. You got nothing else. Oh, Temporal Cleansing? Okay. It feels like they have Temporal Cleansing. What are my black spells? I do have Nameless Inversion. All right, I guess I'll just play it like this. Oh, nice. All right, and I'll keep the land in my hand. All right, so now I can like start exiling things out of my graveyard. We'll see what they do. There's the Temporal Cleansing. I will keep that on top, of course. Okay, so this goes here, this goes here. Do I want to keep my life total high? I think so. Oh, come on. Darn. All right, well, there goes my Dissident. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is truly, truly unfortunate. All right, so let's just put this here, I guess. The Izzet deck is just so good at churning through its deck. I mean, second Ashling's Command? Second Ashling's Command, okay. That's fair. Okay. Kolrath Zealot into Island. Let's thin out our deck first. I don't know. All right, good game. Good game, Dig Daddy. No shame in losing to that one either, right? 2 copies of the best rare in the format. 1 and 2. Let's keep it going. All right, on the play here. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Let's go turn 1 Dawnhand Dissident. Okay, let's go Foraging Wickermaw. I will keep that one. Feel like I don't really need to surveil yet, so we're just... Okay. Ooh, Flaring Cinder? Let's think. Okay, let's go Glamour Gifter. Then we can still play Runaway together if needed. Heirloom Auntie. Okay. Flamekin Guildweaver. Do I want to play that? It does give me the mana that I need and gives me a threat, so I guess it's good enough here. Oh no, I should have milled it. Yeah, I should have milled it. Oh well. I mean, well, no, it's kind of close. I mean, we'll see. Blighted Blackthorn, okay. Let's put a counter on this thing. Don't want the land. That is a Flame Braider, which I don't care too much for, honestly. So let's play Flaring Cinder. We can discard a Flame Braider. And then now I can play the Flame Braider, right? Because I can Blight 2 and then play it, which is pretty good. But that does put me one step, like that puts me further away from attacking. But at the same time, it's like value, so I kind of want to do it, right? All right. We're doing things with the Dawnhand Dissident, okay? We are doing things. Sun-Dappled Celebrant, okay, that's okay. I mean, if they attack me with the Blighted Blackthorn, I can just double block. Like, they can put a counter here. Like, I don't want them to get a bunch of value, necessarily. And I can just, like, cast things back from my graveyard because I have the Dawnhand Dissident, right? Okay, so nothing from the opponent. I don't have an elemental in my graveyard. Let's go blue, blue, red, red. All right, Temporal Cleansing is a good one, which I actually don't even mind casting. Although admittedly, I'm not really sure which one where to cast it. Is it the Convoke creature or the Blackthorn? Let's just do the Convoke creature. One. Convoke 3. No, that's not good. Let me think. Let's tap this. 1, 2, 3. 4. All right. This way, I get to tap the most number of things, keep up Surveil 1, and keep up Runaway together. Blightrot. Let's see here. Do I want to Surveil somewhere? I think I do. Let's put one here. I don't want the land. And then this and that, of course, naturally. All right. Now we get to actually punish them and attack them for a ton. I mean, depending on what they have, of course. Spiral into Solitude, that's okay. That is a mountain. Let's see. Let's just attack with these two, I guess. I'm going to play Dawnhand Dissident. And I will play the land. Sun-Dappled Celebrant, okay. That's a 5/6. Do I have 2 permanents in my yard? I don't. Or like 2 good permanents. All right. So now I can play Tristan's. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Of course. Wait, are you ready for this? Let's kill something. And then overrun. Yes, Tristan's command is super broken. The mode I probably use least often. Or in this deck, I guess it's copying elves, but hey, we got a win. That was fun. 2-2. Look, even if this isn't the most successful run, you at least get to see, like, you know, different ways to approach the format that's not just Kithkin, Merfolk, and elves, right? Like with the 1-2 start, I'm kind of hoping for 3 or 4 wins. All right, on the play, I will keep this. We have a turn 2 Flame Braider. Hope they don't kill it. They're going to be like, red-green, this noob. All right, they killed it. Lame. All right, let's go Changeling Wayfinder. I'm going to go blue. We just have double blue cards. The Wickermaw can help us play the black cards. Elder Auntie, sure. Okay. I'm gonna go Wickermaw. Temporal Cleansing is not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. I guess I keep it. I'm going to hold off on this for 1 turn. I want to get like 1 Surveil 2 worth of value. And if I wait a turn, it's going to be better for me. Right? Because next turn I can go Unwelcome Sprite plus Nameless Inversion. They can trade their 1/1 for another 1/1, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you absolutely do it. Sure. All right, so let's go Unwelcome Sprite. Pass. And then play a Mischievous Sneakling and surveil some action. Like, I imagine the Sprite's going to die here. Boggart Curse Catcher, all right. I mean, when you see a Goblin deck, they're going to have all the goodies. Why would you attack? Okay. Sure. Don't want those. Okay, that is a Flame Braider. But I kind of want to play Feed the Flames here. I mean, I'm going to hit for 2 in the air. Only because I feel like I really should be trying to maximize... Like, what happened here? Oh, it's a Seer? Okay, well, never mind. There are 20. Flame Braider. Oh, I messed up. I thought I needed to tap 3 creatures. I should have just tapped 2 creatures, obviously. There's no way this is I'm gonna get punished for this, though, right? Just no shot. I can't imagine a world where we get punished for this. Why do they still attack? I mean, how would I have blocked regardless? I think no matter what, I would have just blocked it with the Wicker Maw. Even if I kept like another creature back. Oh, it might be the Immolation card. Oh, no, it's just Champion of the Weird. Sure. That card is really good, by the way. It actually just like kills all my creatures. Champion of the Weird is super good. All my opponents have used it like this, and it gets you every time. Like, look at what it did. Oh, with the Elder Auntie, yeah, that's. I mean, this card is no joke. Wow, nice Thunderflock. That would have been a good draw had my opponent not wiped out my whole board. Whoo! All right. I will hold off on that, I guess. Okay, Flamekin Geldweaver is a mighty fine draw. Yep. I like how they're still playing around my flash creature. Like, I mean, they're giving up a lot of damage by doing it. This is interesting because, like, I kind of need to get Island. I mean, it's not interesting at all. I just need to get Island, don't I? Man, Champion of the Void does not mess around. Or Champion of the Weird, rather. Perhaps I should have just splashed this card anyway, somehow. It does not mess around. I didn't think they were going to commit to losing the Curse Crafter. Looks like they are. Oh, okay, no, that's how they're doing it, sure. Oh, I don't even... don't I have a swamp in my deck? Oh, I milled it? Okay. Yeah, this is hopeless. Unbury? All right. All right. Hey. You know, maybe we fired off a tilt draft, right? Maybe we fired off a tilt draft, but you know, like I try to go deep. I try to play a bunch of power. And we didn't quite get there. And we played against a couple of really great Goblins decks. I at this point, the losses are piling up. Man, we went from, oh, how the mighty have fallen, right? We were rank 3 at one point, and now we are rank 354, going 2 and 3 with this concoction. So perhaps going a little bit too deep on the colors might be a little bit rough here. I still feel like there's something here. I mean, it felt like elementals were open, and we certainly tried, but we definitely didn't have enough like good early interaction. It's weird because a lot of like whether or not your removal is good depends on kind of what you play against. Like here, yes, having answers for those drain effects would have been good, but then when you play against like another elementals deck, your removal spells end up being less good. So then I've been trying to take like a different approach and trying to take, more value-based cards. And we do have a bunch of value-based cards here, but we never really got to live the dream with the Thunderflock. I feel like splashing the Tristan's Command was still quite strong, but there's still something missing with what we did here. I don't know what it was. But, this is just, again, another approach. I think the format is slowly being solved. And one thing with this format is, you have your 5 kindred types. If you identify which one you're supposed to be, you will get richly rewarded. As you can see from the 2 Goblins deck that just beat us there, along with some of the other good tribal decks that we played against. And if you don't, then you end up with like a mishmash with a bunch of colors, and you have to kind of try to make things work. And I'm just trying to push the limits of what you can do with a multicolored strategy, right? But you know what? 2 different multicolored elementals deck, neither of them doing super well. So maybe this is not like 100% the way to kind of approach things. I think just honestly, things do get awkward, and there is a price to pay. When you try to play all these extra colors with the Evolving Wilds and the Land Cyclers, there is a price to pay. And then you also have to play cards like the Foraging Wickermaw. Like, those are certainly costs. Whereas if you just have a straight streamlined deck, then you don't have to kind of play a lot of these cards to make your mana work, and then you're also capable of having good streamlined starts. So it is what it is. I still had a lot of fun, and I hope you did as well in this nice double header of a draft. We went 4 and 3 and 2 and 3, so I guess 6 and 6, 50%, not bad. Well, you know what? Now we have a different goal in mind. Let's get to the double digits, and that will all start in tomorrow's draft video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.